What's up, guys? Another quick little video here, and we're gonna go over the new song information tab in Studio One 4, and it looks a lot nicer than before. And the cool thing is we have notes that we can access as well. So we have generic song notes here now. So you could, if you're recording a bunch of stuff, you're using different amplifiers, mics, things like that, you could list that here, or you could even list that for each specific element. Like, you know, if you have guitars and bass, you could go and you could write exactly what guitar you used, what amp you used. You could write down the settings, things like that. So this is really handy, and you can see track notes here, so you can access the individual tracks that you have and add notes for that. So that also includes folders that you have in your mixer. So these here are actually folders. So, you know, I could add some generic notes here for my drums and get more specific with each element. So that's really handy, really cool. Definitely a feature that I've been wanting to see in Studio One. I remember like trying to find a decent VST for writing and keeping notes in my projects, and it's really great to have that implemented in here. So let's actually go over a couple of different ways that I've found to access this song information tab really easily. So if you hit F4, that brings up the inspector here. That's this button here, inspector, F4. On any track that you're on or folder, what you can actually do, so let's go to this track, you click this button here, edit note. So it's going to take you to the track note for that exact element, which is pretty cool. But then you can also access the song information and the song notes right from here. So that is really handy. Another way we can add notes to our individual tracks is in the console, in the mixing console here. So if you hit F3, that brings up the mixing console, or you hit this button down here. So we have our mixing console, and what we can do is if you hit the wrench here and you click this show channel notes, and now down here we can add notes for every element that we want. Here is our mastering bus, our mixing bus. So we can add, so if you're working with somebody else in Studio One as well, you know, you could write down a bunch of notes here, and if they load your project in, they'll be able to see that, and they'll be able to see also generic song information. Like you know, you can put whatever you want here, which is really handy, a really nice addition. It's not the most fancy update, but it's definitely a very, very handy feature to have, and it really will help you keep you organized. If you're doing a mix for somebody else, you can write yourself mix notes and to keep track of what you're doing. So if you're listening back to the song, you know, you can analyze what you need to change, and you can write that down right in each element, and that's pretty handy. So if you don't have a notebook around handy to write down mix notes, you can do it right in the DAW. So that's a really cool feature, and you even have it here on your main output bus. So lots of spaces to write yourself notes, and that's basically it for this video. Nothing crazy. Just wanted to show you this really new and really handy feature. So from the inspector, you can hit edit note here, or you can go song information. You have access to the notes from there, or from the mixing console, you enable it with the wrench, visibility, show channel notes, and then you'll have channel notes on each one down here. Very cool, very handy. So hope you guys found this useful. We'll see you next time.